Hello, this is Anthony Fasano, Executive Director for the New York State Society of Professional Engineers, and I'm here with Kriss, our legislative counsel. We're bringing you another legislative update, and we're happy that these videos are sponsored by our Platinum Sustaining members that you can see beneath the video. We hope that you'll consider becoming one and supporting our videos and supporting our mission. In this video, we're going to talk about the recent indictment of Matthew Pappalardo and the engineering firm HiRise Engineering, who allegedly altered structural damage assessment reports for residential properties covered by the National Flood Insurance Program. There was quite an indictment that came out recently by the Attorney General Schneiderman. It was a 50-count indictment charging Matthew Pappalardo and his former employer HiRise Engineering with allegedly altering these reports. There was a D felony and an E felony. The whole situation is unfortunate, but it's a positive that they were found. This is being taken against them. They altered engineering reports of licensed engineers, some of them being our members in the whole Hurricane Sandy aftermath.
Well, as you said, we strongly support the action the AG, Attorney General Schneiderman, has taken, and it really will send a signal that this kind of behavior will not be tolerated. And we commend the Attorney General for getting on this case and moving with it. With regard to the nature of the charges, there's the fraud element and there's also the unlawful practice of engineering element. And we've historically criticized the state for its failure to police unlawful practice adequately. So this is maybe it's the first of more cases to follow, but we have a problem in New York State respecting unlawful practice. We have, particularly in the nature of corporate entities practicing engineering without the proper certificate of authorization, without the proper credentials, and we would love for the Attorney General to continue down this road in that vein, independent of instances where there's fraud, because fundamentally the public policy goal of making certain that the decisions that are made are engineering decisions and control of engineering, as in medicine or as in law, that the parties that have control of those entities and the decisions are made out of professional considerations rather than out of profit. And we see what happens when people put a dollar before public good, and that's essentially these reports were falsified out of some pecuniary gain. I would just hasten to add that there are some recommendations the Attorney General did make that we have to take under advisement. For example, we're not necessarily endorsing certification of structural engineers as a direction to go. We believe in the engineering license and the restraints on engineers in terms of their responsibility to practice in areas where they have competency, and we're not certain that specialty certification serves the public's best interest. It gets into a problem for us. Some states have tried it. It hasn't necessarily gone over that well. And the other issue, in terms of a fee schedule he recommends, we're not certain that is necessarily the way to go either. There's certainly regional variations you have to take into account, and we want to make certain that if a fee schedule were to be considered, that all of the facets that need to be taken into account are reflected in that direction. And the last thing is the Attorney General made some recommendations concerning insurance coverages, and certainly those sound pretty sound to allow the public to have a better transparency in their insurance coverages, and in the wake of a loss that they would have access to the documentation respecting their claim.
Yeah, and we will link to an article from the Attorney General's office below this video if you want to read up on all the details, and we'll keep you up to date in future videos. Thank you for your support.